Being in the BLG program, it taught me a lot about positive self-concept. And one thing that I learned was that we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. And that once we find out what those things are, we have to own them. We have to understand that we can't be good at everything. For instance, I'm not a great basketball player, I'll admit it, but I'm a great public speaker. And that's what I had to own. And that's where my career is going. I want to do broadcasting. It took me a lot of soul searching, a lot of time for me to find out that I'm not a great basketball player and I'll never make it to the NBA. But here I found that I can go into a career that's promising, that I can create a future for myself and a better life.
It was a time in my first semester where I had this psychology class that I didn't know if I was going to pass or if I was going to fail, honestly. And I went into the tree office and I got tutoring, and it was through this tutor that helped me pass this class. And I didn't just look at it as someone helping me pass the class. It was someone who actually truly cared about the direction in which my life was taking. I have to actually look back at this experience and just be so grateful, because so many people, they deny help because they feel ashamed, or just be grateful that this person was willing to help me because I needed it, and just truly accept that at face value.
Throughout my first semester here at Madonna University, I've learned a lot about myself. I learned that I have realistic self-appraisal. And what that means to me is that I'm well aware of my strengths and my weaknesses. My weakness is that I procrastinate a lot. I tend to put things off and be like, okay, I'm gonna do it later. And then my strength is that I know I can accomplish any goal that I put my mind to. And I will accomplish the goal. Like, I know I can't cut procrastination out completely, but I will limit it to a certain extent.
Tradition is defined as anything inherited or passed down, such as customs or beliefs, passed down to affect someone's actions or what they actually feel about a certain situation. If you're talking about a tradition in the sense of a classroom setting, for example, then there's plenty of ways to obtain knowledge without being inside of a classroom. And throughout my college career, I've actually found that out by doing different things as in service projects or volunteering for different times I have to communicate and understand people. Other ways I can use my major rather than opening up the textbook. Because I learned that we only remember 10% of what's in the textbook. And 80% of what we learn happens outside of the classroom. So learning it cannot be narrowed down into one specific thing. Learning can be many different things. You can learn through experience, or you can learn through instruction from someone else. So there's plenty of ways to obtain knowledge in the non-traditional sense.